Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here with another episode of Let's Learn LTN and Space Exploration, and we are back. We are back in the factory on the planet, and we're going to turn our attention to what we need to make our material science packs. That is our plan moving forward. Our first sort of foray into the space exploration side of it. And there's a few things that we need. Obviously, the data side of things needs a bunch of data cards, and these are all they all have the same recipe: material testing pack, blank data card, and something. Material testing pack, blank data card, and something. So on, material testing, blank data card, and something. All right, so all those things need to be done in space. All these things are done in various laboratories with some of these are components we make down here, but then like plasma steam has to be made in space, in a plasma generator. So what we can do, however, is we can make the precursor to blank data cards. Not blank data cards themselves down here, because that is also done in a space manufactory. But we can make rough data cards. So rough data storage substrate is the base for them all, which is nice. So we can make them down here, and the other thing that we can make, of course, is the material testing packs. If we jump back here, the material testing pack is also can be made down here, so we can make those and send them up there. We're going to need a lot of them. Every science pack is going to need a bunch of them. Let's actually see if we can see that. That's one. That's one. They're all one. All right. So each of these is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 material testing packs for one of these, and we need 37 material insights, each of which requires 5 data cards. That's a lot, doesn't it? I don't even think I have my calculator here with me. Oh, I do. So that's 37 times 5. And the grand total of that is, when I actually load up the calculator, 37 times 5 is 185. 185 data cards for one. Now, interestingly, they do get reused. So this uses 5 blank data cards to make one of these, and then we actually get 4 back. So we get 4 back. So it's only using, it's not using 185 each time. It's actually technically only using 1. But we have to make 37 of these. So we are going to be using 37 a second. Well, if we're aiming for 1 a second, 37 for this recipe. These junk data cards can also have a chance to be turned back into it. So there's not 185 that we need. It's actually, we're using up 37, and there's a chance we get back a couple. There's like 1.4 is going to be the average of that. As you can see, we also get some thermofluid, and we need that to make the cold thermofluid that comes through. Now, this is the best recipe I've found to actually make base thermofluid. Again, it has to be made in space. So we're going to have to send up all these materials and cosmic water as well. We're going to have to figure that out. But I figured first off, we can just do what we can down here and start sending some materials. Now, what I also want to do is I probably want to have this cargo rocket staying as the cargo rocket for science. I'm actually going to separate out our cargo rockets. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this whole thing. We're going to turn on tiles. We're going to turn off the requester chests and the inserters, and I think that's it. Pretty happy. We might need to rotate this somehow. We'll see. Let's get rid of these combinators as well. There we go. All right. Let's create that blueprint, and let's pop it down here. Exactly here. All right. So this is going to be our material science loader. We probably don't have a cargo rocket pad thing being made anywhere, so let's fix that. Might as well just look. That's really weird, isn't it? If I just pop it here, no, surely not. We don't need many of them. Just set and forget. Set and forget. All right. Let's do that. Let's do that. We don't actually need those walls. All right. So this we're going to make cargo rocket launcher, cargo rocket silo. I think we should have everything we need. Apparently not. That doesn't seem right, does it? We've definitely got blue circuits in the network somewhere, don't we? Anyway, let's connect this in, and then we can go search out our blue circuit systems. Let's just have one. We definitely don't want to have more than one because they are very, very expensive. Blue circuits, come on, guys. What is going on with blue circuits? All right, and we've got a bunch of blue circuits here. And look at that, we have got them in the network. They must just be being used for other things. So the balance might be 0, and that's why. Yeah, there we go. It's turned yellow now. So it's on the way. It's on the way. Got a couple on the way. That looks like the amount for one of these things, doesn't it? It is. All right. Yeah. So we'll have the equipment to build another one when it's ready. Okay. That being said, what did you guys get built? Because I didn't turn them off. All right. Can we rotate this thing around? No, we can't. So we're kind of stuck with this angle. What if I did something like this for the piping instead? I think that's going to be a little bit more effective for us. Definitely want to keep that light there. And then we're going to have this come into something like, man, that's weird, isn't it? It's weird. Oh, yeah, it works. It's weird, but it works. Okay. So that'll fill it up, and we'll figure out the rest of the things later. We've got to get cargo rocket parts and a capsule. Easy. But to actually get these science things, we need our material testing pack. So let's see if we have the things for that. We can of course build it off the bus. And what do we need? Stone, iron, copper, and plastic. We still don't have plastic on the bus, so I think we're just going to bot it. We're going to bot it. We don't need that many of them, do we? We need a lot. We need a lot, don't we? 185. Man, we don't get any material testing packs back. We do get blank data cards back. We don't get any material testing cards back. That is right, isn't it? Yes. So. All of these are using a material testing pack to make one. Yeah. So we are using 185 material testing packs to do that. That means we want to be doing. This makes one pack, does it? Let's have a look. See, I'm not sure if it tells us exactly in that component. It does just make one pack. Okay. So we are using 185 material testing packs. If we want to make one a second, we would need 185 material testing packs. So that seems like a lot, doesn't it? And by Joves, it is. I'm going to start just a new random area. A new random area. We're going to do it over here. All right. So material testing packs. They are one every 5 seconds. I don't think we're getting one a second of this, and I don't think we should be aiming for that at all. We should just be happy for what we can get. Because if I make one of these a second, that's 5. If I want to make 185 a second, that's like 900. That doesn't, and that's a crafting speed of 1. So these are 1.25. Well, that's a different thing, isn't it? But we're not going to worry about that. We're going to put these in here, and we're going to limit this. We're going to limit this to 185. Let's say 200. 200 material science packs ready to go. 200 material data packs. Gosh, there's so many things. Here we go. Material testing packs there. I feel like 200 isn't even enough. Let's make 500 of these. All right. So let's keep with the old pattern because I like it, and we will make 5 of these. I think one a second of these is sufficient. There we go. All right, just power you guys up. Power you guys up. Is that even where the pole should go? No, it's not. It should go there. All right. There we go. We have 5. making 1 a second. We do have everything we need with 1,000 that in storage, 1,000 that in storage, 500 of that, and 700 of that. All right, the bots will fill this up. Let's, if we're going to be doing a lot of this stuff here, let's just pop down a bunch of these guys that are going to need it. All right, just so that we can get it all looking spiffy. All right, and that's going to stuff up our beautiful power pole placement. But hey, we're not picky, no, of course not. So that is material science packs to some degree. Again, look how slow they are. I wonder is productivity worth going in here? Not really. The materials aren't expensive. We're getting it in the science packs themselves. We probably will do materials in this. The space manufacturer will do a productivity in there when we're making the material insight, as well as making the science packs. So we'll really amp up the productivity, I think. But for these we're fine. So the other thing is rough data substratas. They can be made down here as well. Let's have a look at the recipe for that. Here it is. Rough data, 2 glass, 4 iron. Again, 5 seconds. Wow. It seems rough, doesn't it? I feel like these space exploration don't want you to be having an easy time. All right, let's copy that there. Let's set you to. Again, I'm going to make this 500. 500 of them. All right. Let's copy that there. Let's copy that there. Let's copy that there, and then copy that one there. And then we have another 5. All right. So that's 1 a second. We've got 1 a second of all of these things. This guy's not actually operating because he's got no materials. I feel like we've got enough logistics bots. These things should be operating all the time. I wonder if we're actually meeting the limit of requests, which is probably the case. So let's actually ramp this up to, I don't know, 30. Oh, got to hit the tick. Got to hit the tick. All right, 30. 30. I got to say, like, having the confirm is really good to stopping you from accidentally ordering 500 of something, but when you're just trying to fill that in, it's actually pretty annoying. All right. And these ones will ramp up to, say, 30, 60, 4 times, and 120. What was that? Glass. I don't actually know if we're making glass in the network. Where did that glass come from? Oh, we did. That's right. I forgot. We've got this thing. We've got this thing making glass on the network, on the bus. And we must be peeling off that somewhere. There it is. All right. Yeah, we are. We are taking off the bus and apparently using it all. All right. Well, I guess each of these we're 300. A request for 300 along here, so it'll take a bit to fill up the first request, but then it'll be good for the rest. All right. So if we're going to send these up, that's great. But to actually get a regular data card, so we need some cosmic water, which will need water and lubricant. So do we have this here yet? No, apparently not. What are we waiting on for the construction of said cargo silo? Apparently blue circuits, yeah, no surprise there, and electric engines. I might put a stack in here just so we have a better idea of what is required, because this is going to just quickly ramp up. Do we need 10 radars? Wow. All right, that's okay. We can do that. Processing units, always going to be a problem. We really should. Man, that thing is just really annoying me. All right, there we go. Now we've got a beautiful crater in our stone. I don't know how to get rid of that. I'm sure it'll disappear eventually. All right. Let's see. the other thing we need is the thermofluids. So I've got all these things that we need. All these things that we need up in space. We can't. Silly question, and I haven't actually tried this. Can we actually build a space manufactory down here? That's probably something I should test. Can't build on concrete. What if? Can we build space scaffolding down here? I'm pretty sure I've heard that you can. Somehow? No, obviously not. All right. It doesn't actually say why, but yes, presumably that is because we're not in space. Just seems fair enough, doesn't it? All right, these guys are still going. I guess because I grabbed some and it went. Oh, we got a blank. We got a blank one there. And so where were we? Significant data is just material insights. Material insights come from material catalogs and thermofluids. So this uses 10 cold thermal fluid. All right, this uses 10 cold and creates 10 25 degree thermofluid. So 25 degree thermofluid can go to -10 in a thermal radiator. And that's the tech we currently have. Slow cooling, what have we got? 100 in 20 seconds. We actually do, we do lose 1 bit of fluid, okay. I think that's important. So there is a little bit of fluid lost in there. And then this goes to cold thermo -100. So we actually have that hypercooler. That's good. So we can get our -100 and we get 5 thermofluid back. So that's no loss of water there, but this is a loss of fluid here. This is less loss of fluid, and this is less loss of fluid. So the higher levels you get, it is just less loss of fluid. 120 seconds. It's actually slower. Yeah. Okay, very slow. Okay, so it does actually takes longer to make, but you lose less water, which I guess is the important part. Because you don't want to be continually making thermofluid in space, because it needs all these things, and it needs cosmic water, which needs water and lubricant. Now, man, I really want this thing to be finished, but maybe we can test it in our existing thing here. All right, I'm gonna have to temporarily. How are we going to do this? I don't want to stuff up my setup here. Gosh. I mean, we have to get... Okay, let's look at this a different way. We have to get rocket fuel in here. And this requires water and lubricant, and this requires heavy oil. So there's no way we can get 3. We can't get 3 fluids in one here, so we have to. We have to barrel it. All right, we've sorted that out. So let's set up a little bit of a barreling station. What do we need? Heavy oil, all right. I don't even know how much heavy oil goes in a barrel. Gosh, I've actually never used barreling. Well, I lie. I've used it once before, but heavy oil, 1 heavy oil barrel is 50, and then unbarreling. Fill of heavy oil is 50 heavy oil, and then to empty it is you get 50 back. So yeah, it is direct. Okay. Well, where is our heavy oil? Okay, here is our heavy oil. We want to take it off. Okay, this is doing lubricant, and then if it's got enough lubricant, it comes in here and does cracking. If it's got enough lubricant and enough heavy oil. So it's always checking for heavy oil. So we can, I think, take off a row from, I reckon, directly from here and barrel it. That's what we're going to do. All right. That's how important the barreling is. Let's put down here one of you right there. And we are going to do that. And you are going to be barreling heavy oil. Empty? No, fill. Fill a heavy barrel oil. There we go. And then, of course, we need barrels coming in, which we don't have on the network. Of course, we don't. Yeah, you need barrels and so on. We'll get there. We will get there. Let's pop that there. Sure. Okay, we need barrels. We also need to limit this to say, let's have a look. This needs 20 heavy oil for 10 thermofluid. How much thermofluid do we need? We need 20 cold. Oops. 20 cold. No, not that one. Here we go. 20 cold thermofluid. Each of these needs 10. We needed 37 of these, so that's 370. So say we need 400 thermofluid. 400 thermofluid, which means we need 800 heavy oil. Okay, there we go. 800 heavy oil, which is what, 16 barrels? 16 barrels. It is. So let's just connect this in and say I want to have a bunch of barrels of heavy oil. I want to have 16 is all we need. Wow, that's not much. Let's have 50. Let's get 50 barrels of thermal fluid. And then somewhere over here, a bit closer to our steel. Let's put the barrels in here. I think we make a ton of barrels really quickly. Steel barrel, there it is, empty barrel. That's actually only 1 second. Okay, well, at some point these barrels will be coming back down and we'll have to figure that one out. But initially we're going to need a lot of barrels. So let's actually put 2 of these down and limit this to, limit this one to, I don't know, we'll say 200 barrels. Let's keep 200 barrels lying around, and that will allow us to get going. All right. What does a barrel take? Wow, it's actually, yeah, it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. We are, for some reason, chewing through the steel much quicker than I anticipated. Look at that out. That's beautiful. Okay, that's backed up, which is what I like to see. Ooh, that's not what I like to see. We're actually down to only 12 things of rocket fuel. Everyone is kind of working. Yeah, kind of. We definitely need to, at some point, we need to up our production of solid fuel. That's future Owen's problem, isn't it? For now, let's get some barrels of other things that we need. So we got here we go. Barrels of heavy oil, that's happening. For our cosmic water, we need 100 water, but we only need 1 cosmic water for that. So we need 100 water rather than 20, so we need 5 times the amount. We said 16, so that's going to be 100. We need 100 barrels of water. All right. That seems easy enough, doesn't it? And look, I totally forgot about all our ratios. I can't even remember what ratios are left, so I'm just going to put in a absolutely new offshore pump. And let me guess, we can't make one. What are we missing? Everything. Probably because I just clear my inventory as much as possible. There we go. Okay, let's make that, and let's just barrel that straight away. Is that actually adjacent to it? Yeah, it is. All right. You are barreling water. Man, that, to me, that just seems really wrong. Fill a water barrel. I don't know. That's just, it's odd. It's odd to have to fill a water barrel. But here we are. Welcome to space exploration. I guess we've got to get water into space somehow. There we go. And, whoops, limit this to water barrels. Barrels of water less than, what did we say, 200? Yeah, we need 100 barrels. Let's just make 200 barrels of water. I'm sure we'll need more water for something else. But once we actually get the amount of water we need up there, it won't need as much. It won't need as much filling. We'll have to work out unfilling and tanks. Can we use these tanks in space? That is an interesting question. tank. Is there a space version of the tank? Antimatter engine telescope? I'm sure we'll need that for some kind of science. No, it looks like that will be an acceptable pressure vessel in space, which fair enough. That leaves lubricant. Was lubricant the other thing that we needed for cosmic water? It is, and we need one barrel of that. I think we can probably handle that, can't we? Let's put that here, just to be totally inefficient with our space usage. The other type of space. Fill a lubricant barrel. Copy that there. Let's put that there and that there. And power it up. All right. And again, let's connect this in and say lubricant barrels less than. I'm just going to put 200 here anyway. Let's just make them all 200 barrels of everything. 200 barrels, sure. Barrels, it's quick. It's quick to fill a barrel. That's 1,000 something. Oh, it's 10 per stack. 10 per stack. Good to know. 500 oil, 500 fluid, I guess. Is that the same for water? I wonder if it's the same for everything. Let's have a look. A stack of 10, yeah. All right. And I mean, I didn't even check. I assume this is still 50. It is. What? You've already filled your quota? Oh, wow. These guys are fast. Okay. Is that all? Is that it for fluids? So to polish, we need 10 cosmic water. Yep, and rough data card. So the cosmic water comes from the lubricant in a decontamination facility. I wonder if we can make that. That has been made in a space manufacturer as well. Man, that actually, whoo. This is going to be interesting because we now have to get all of these things up into space as well to actually set up our manufacturing. This is getting more and more complicated, isn't it? But hey, that's what we like. So we've got a space manufacturing. Oops. To make these polished data cards, we need a decontamination facility. All right. And these are made down here, so that's okay. Decontamination, we need electric engines. Let's put in a request. I wonder, is there an easy way to copy this into a requester? Probably not. All right, let's get you to request. We are not in the red here, are we? Yeah. All right, I can't believe this still hasn't been made. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to do the same thing here. We're going to have to connect the red into the rocket to see what's in the rocket, so that we don't have a million things. And it's processing units. Of course, it's processing units. Well, that might be a thing for another day. I was going to say let it run, but yeah. Look, I'm struggling. Hey, you know what? I totally forgot to say at the start of the episode. Huge thank you, and just can't even express how excited I am. Brandon Beal, my very first Patreon. Thank you very much for signing up. Look, it's $1 a month. It's not a whole lot, but it is super meaningful that you're willing to throw $1 a month my way. That's yeah. Look, it's not gonna change the world, but yeah. Just wanted you to know, Brandon. It's yeah. It means a lot. It means a lot. Very first Patreon. Very first. I haven't actually updated the end screen, and you'll see that at the end. I still haven't put your name up there, but I will get it. I've actually been renovating a house for the last couple of days, and I am very tired. So if my math is a bit off tonight, I will blame that. It's been very long, and actually, speaking of end screens, I didn't even know the time. We are very close. It's 29 minutes. So we are going to have to start getting a bit serious about this, aren't we? Okay, we need a decontamination facility, space manufacturing for that. This is made in a supercomputer, which needs processing units. All right, 500 processing units. Let's put in some requests here, okay? Because this in itself is going to take a long time, and that's why the tick is good. If I had in the old one, if I'd written 5,000, it would actually request 5,000, even though we don't have that in the network. So there's no worries about that. Supercomputer. U in a supercomputer. All right, let's favorite that one, and then we can see it over here. 40 low density structures. Low density structures are over here now, aren't they? Yep. So 40 of them, and one space assembly machine, which we actually have. We have them up there, but we'll get another stack. We'll get another stack. All right. The other one is a decontamination. Let's turn that off. Whoops. And then data card. Here we go. This one in a decontamination. So this needs 6 electric engines. I'm just gonna search for that one because I forgot where they were. So we need 6 of them. 40 pipe. Let's make more than one. Yeah, because we need a lot of these. Let's make 5. Okay, 30 of them. 200 pipe. Is that just regular pipe? I think it was. I trust my memory. 200 of them. Yes, it was. 5 chem plants and 200 more of these. 240 chem plants. 5 of them. And another 5 of these. Okay. Yep, that's good. All right, that's the decontamination. Let's turn that off. What is cosmic water made in? Another decontamination. All right. And then this is just made in a space space manufacturing, the thermofluid. Yep. But then the cold thermofluid is made in a thermal radiator, which we need. Gosh, so many things, isn't there? Let's see. We need. I'm going to add a new one here. So for this we need. We'll do 5. Was it steel? Oh gosh. We needed 100 steel for 5. 1,000 copper cable. Oh man, that's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That's a lot. All right. 20 more engines. Let's put that here. 20 more engines. 200 more pipe. 400 pipe. And 20 pumps. 20 pumps. All right. Pumps. I never remember where they are. There they are. 20 of them. Okay. Okay, that will get us our thermal radiator. And then, our thermal radiator makes the cold thermal fluid. But we need to make super cold. 100, negative 100. Yeah. So that is done in a hypercooler. And a hypercooler needs more engines, another 20 engines, 5 tanks. This is getting a bit serious, isn't it? Tanks over here. Tanks, just 5 tanks. Another 500 pipe. I guess we'll just add that here. Yeah, I think we've got the space for it. 900. It's going to take forever to load, I must admit. Another 20 pumps and another 100 low density structures. All right. So this goes up to 40, and this goes up. Was another 100? Yeah, another 100 of them. So this goes up to 340. You know what? I'm going to make that 500. We're just going to now have some spares up there. All right, this might as well be 1,000. This might as well be a stack because why not? And extra steel. Yeah, we definitely need some extra steel. Let's go 500 steel. Definitely don't want any more of that. Might as well make that a full stack. And we'll make this a full stack as well because I feel like we actually need these for one of the materials. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these fill up, and then I'm going to remove the requests because these aren't going to be stuff that we want permanently made. Once we've made the hypercooler, the blah, 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 we won't need to send them in again. Now, the other thing we do need to do though is we need to do that. We need a red connected to there. Nope, not that. Oh no. Oh gosh. That is annoying. Wow. Steel. What do we have in here? We had steel. I can't believe I just did that. I hit Control Z. It didn't remove the wire. It removed all these things. All right. We need 1,000 of this, which is there. There. No. What else do we have? Pumps and tanks. Pumps and tanks. Pumps and tanks. Man, that was very annoying. 50 pumps, sure. And tanks. 50 tanks. All right. I think we haven't lost anything there. Let's do a quick FNEI. Decontamination. And that's all in there. Yep. Decontamination, thermal, no, radiator. There we go, that's it. Steel, copper cable, electric engines, pipe, and pumps. Yep. And then the other one was a hyper cooler. Electric engines, storage tanks. Okay, I think I saved it. All right. Oh, look at that. Actually, and after all that, the wire was already there. Okay, that's cool because it was part of the blueprint. That's right. So let's do a copy of this, but we don't want any of those things. No, none of those things. All right, because this is the launch stuff. This is the launch stuff. Cargo Rocco silo in the way. There we go. All right, so they're all connected and looking for. Yeah. And now we're going to have a bunch more requests for cargo rocket parts, but that's okay. Space capsules as well. Do we have a space capsule on us? No, I ditched it. We've got some science apparently. Apparently we've got some science. I don't want one of those either. All right. But in saying that, actually, we do want some manufactories. Let's get some of those coming in here. They're definitely a space item. All right, space manufactories. Let's get 5. How many do we have in the network? We have 5. Let's actually make that 10. We'll keep making them. All right. Now we are definitely out of time. All right. So we've got a bunch of stuff ready to go to make the things to make the things. This is not actually the materials we need to make the science packs. This is just the materials we need to make the machines that make the science packs. So, all right, that brings us to the end of the episode. Wow. Again, it's just one of those things you feel like you're just spinning the wheels, would be the expression I'm looking for, getting nowhere, but I think we are. We're inching our way. Once we actually make these things in space, we can then start automating the delivery of the materials. I might even put a separate landing pad. Yeah, I think that's actually the way to go. We'll do a separate landing pad. We could even do it a separate platform, which I think would be pretty cool. So I think we'll do that, and we'll start setting some materials up, and hopefully next episode, I don't think we'll get the materials up next episode, but hopefully next episode we'll be able to send this cargo rocket into space and make the stuff that we need, which all needs to be made in space, which is, man, it's pretty crazy. As I said before too, yeah, huge thanks to Brandon Beal for the support. I will add your name to this end screen and you'll get it. Be the very first up there. I might even put it in a special color just for that. But yeah, look, having said all that, the most important thing is see you tomorrow.